I'm on the 7th hole at El Cab. This is one of the par fives. We have 3 par fives. One's 510, one's 520, and one's 540. They're all manageable par fives for every caliber player from the selected tee that they choose. I think that's what's so great about this golf course. It has such a wonderful ebb and flow. There's some hard holes, there's some sort of swing holes, and then there's some real birdieable holes. And I think that's what makes this golf course so interesting. It'll be so much fun to play every day. This par 5, we added this bunker in the second landing area. We're trying to make the second shot on these par 5s, all of them, more reason to think about how you hit it, how far you hit it, what club to use. We put a bunker on the left of number 1 in the second landing area. We put this bunker on the approach to the opening of the green for that purpose. You can hit short of it, you can try to carry it, or you can hit to the right and then go over the bunker. So there's a lot to think about. And then the same thing on number 12, which has probably got one of the most distinctively different and spectacular greens. There you have to determine where the pin is to determine what you want to do on your second shot and your third shot. And if you're a long hitter, what you have to do on your shot, which you're trying to approach the green in 2. So every one of these par 5s is not long, but they're all really skill holes, and they're going to take a lot of thought. We're standing on the 3rd tee at El Cab. Behind me is the second hole that you can now visualize now that it's sodded around the green and sprigged on the fairway, and the fairway bunkers are sodded. I've discussed this hole before, but I think this hole is going to make the members probably the most happy of any hole we've changed. We've protected you by putting the bunkers on the far right. We took the cart path out. We moved the tee to the right so you can play down the hole on a straight fashion without worrying about hitting down the hill. And then the green is very deep and very receptive. If you play left to play safe, which you can now do because we cleaned out the trees on the left, you do have to deal with the bunker left front of this green. So it does pay to flirt with those bunkers, come straight in. And this is a hole that really exemplifies how strategic El Cab is and will be on every hole that you play time and time again. I'm standing on the 3rd tee at El Cab. As you can see, we've just sodded this fairway. We're going to sod all the rest of the fairways that we build from now on in order to have the golf course in place sooner than if we sprig them. Also, it's going to really save us a lot of water because the sod is already grown in and we don't need to water it as much as we do the sprigs. This is the second of 4 consecutive par 4s. The second hole is going to be quite demanding, but if you hit a good tee shot, you'll have no problem accessing the green. Then we hit 3, 4, and 5 that are not long par 4s, but they're all different. This is downhill, no fairway bunkers. It gives you the opportunity to hit right if the pin is on the left, or hit left if the pin's on the right. So we didn't want to restrict the landing area because we wanted you to play the strategy that you see from this tee. Number 4 is an uphill hole that's bracketed by bunkers, so it's completely different. And number 5 is downhill, and you have to carry the water into this green, but it's going to be a relatively short shot. On that hole, for the people that are afraid to carry the water, we've built a bailout area of a pocket of fairway cut on the right side. So you really have an opportunity to avoid the water by hitting right and maybe putting or chipping to make your par from the right side. So these are 4 really good, demanding holes that you have to think about. They're good birdie opportunities. You should make some pars here. We're going to get you off to a good start here at El Cab. As you can see from what's behind me, we're headed down the home stretch of the reconstruction of El Caballero Country Club. We're 2/3 planted, and we have 1/3 of the holes left to go. That means 6 more holes, and we're sodding them probably once a week. So we should be completed by the middle of August as far as the grassing is concerned. This 4th green is kind of unique. It's an uphill hole. It's a very demanding tee shot, open entrance on the right. But this bunker that you see back here really is a saving bunker. There's a lot of places like on 2 and other holes that the bunkers are there not to penalize you, like the left bunker on 17. This bunker is really there to keep you from rolling down to the second green. So in many cases, there's a strategy to think about and not miss a shot, because that's going to be closely mowed and the bunker will actually come into play quite a bit when you hit the shot right. The fifth hole is a shortish par 4 with the water in front and a bunker to the right of that with a little bit of a ramp on the left side. So it's really going to be a drive and pitch hole, and it's probably going to be the most demanding short second shot on the golf course. We're standing on number 16 tee, West Coast turf. Sodded this hole 3 weeks ago. It's starting to knit. They do a phenomenal job keeping the grade with their sod work. I mean, all the sod work we've had done at this job is as good as it comes. This is a wonderful hole. It's the shortest par 3 on the golf course. From the back tee, it's 172 yards. It runs on a diagonal. And as you can see, there's an open entrance for the everyday player to play. The left hole location is a little bit farther away from the tee on the diagonal. But if you play down the center, the open entrance, you have a bunker behind this green, so you can't overclub. So there's a lot to think about, even though this may be the easiest par 3 on the golf course. We're looking at number 15 green from number 16 tee. It's the last hole that's having greens mixed spread across the gravel. It's a hole that's going to change dramatically because we took the tree in the middle of the fairway out. We shifted it to the left side. We've added a fairway bunker. It is now a much more playable golf hole from every tee. As you can see, we added a bunker behind this green. That's another one of the protective bunkers we have here at El Cab that really saves you from going onto the path or off the site. Also, the bunker on the right of this green is probably the boldest greenside bunker of all because it's designed to capture the ball from going over the green itself. So this hole has had a lot of things change to it. It's going to play a lot more dramatically, but at the same time, it's going to be a fairer golf hole. We're on 17 tee at El Cab. This begins the final 2 holes of a round of golf here. This is the crescendo. This is a really dramatic, strong golf hole. We put a bunker on the left side. The tee is close to the road, so you play away from the road. The bunker's on the left side to really protect balls from getting in more trouble. The real strategy is to hit to the right side because this green has a tongue on the left behind the pond. So if the pin is on the left behind the pond, you really want to come in from the right side. So if you're on the left, you have to go for the open entrance and probably play the ground game. And if you go to the right, you can access the back left pin position.